What is Christmas? Falling snow, the smell of tangerines, Christmas tree, Christmas carols. For most Americans, a famous belly, the Nutcracker, is a part of enchanting atmosphere of Christmas. Americans learn about the arrival of the winter not by the calendar, but by the first posters announcing the Nutcracker.
This famous fairy Christmas belly, based on a story called The Nutcracker and the Mousekin by the German author Hoffmann, composed by the great Russian composer Pyotr Tchaikovsky.
Right now, we're in the place where Pyotr Tchaikovsky was born. It's a small town in Udmurt Republic that's called Votkinsk. Behind me you can see his monument, and opposite this monument you can see his house where he was born on 7th of May in 1840.
We're in the house where Tchaikovsky spent his childhood, full of fairy tales, love and care, which reflected in his music later.
It is the house where little Peter heard a touching Hoffmann fairy tale, The Nutcracker, read by his mom.
During a holiday party, a young girl named Mary is presented with a beautiful toy nutcracker from her uncle. After the party, she falls asleep, and her dream begins. She watches the fight between life-size mice led by the giant Mouse King and toy soldiers marching after Mary's Nutcracker. When the Nutcracker is about to be defeated, Mary throws her shoe at the Mouse King, and the Nutcracker stabs him with his sword. The Nutcracker turns into a handsome prince, and he transports her to the land of sweets.
Tchaikovsky started working on the ballet when he was 51, and the work was really very hard. In February 1891, he wrote to his brother, "I'm working really hard and I start putting up with the plot." In March, the main thing is to get rid of the ballet. In April, I have been trying to do my best, but there is no go. And a little bit later, what if the Nutcracker will appear at next evening?
The first performance of Christmas Ballet was held around the Christmas holiday season on December the 6th in 1892 at Imperial Mariinsky Theatre in St. Petersburg, Russia. But the first performance wasn't a success, and it attracted a lot of negative criticism.
Tchaikovsky, who was self-critical and didn't have high hopes for its success, must have felt sorely vindicated when the first reviews came out. For the woman dancer there is very little in it, for art precisely nothing, and for the artistic fate of our ballet it is yet one more step downwards.
But Tchaikovsky prepared a new surprise for his audience. He brought a new music instrument, Celesta, from Paris. He played the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. It sounds like drops of water shooting from a fountain. It admired the audience more than ballet itself.
Sadly, Tchaikovsky didn't live long enough to see his ballet become an international success. It happened in America, when the famous Russian ballet director George Balanchine created his own version of the Nutcracker for the New York City Ballet, and other dance companies around the United States soon began to follow the tradition of performing the ballet during the winter season.
Nowadays, tin soldiers, Mousekin and Princess have become the participant of the Christmas holidays. Almost every school and studio stage this world-famous ballet, and there is no American who hasn't seen it at least once.
The Nutcracker is about children.
The Nutcracker is a symphony about childhood, when children are full of dreams and hopes of their anticipated future.
And many of the dancers are children. For many young Americans, the Nutcracker is their first experience of the professional dance perform.
So what I really love about the Nutcracker is, one, that the story is so simple, and yet you can develop it in all sorts of different ways. There can be any type of story that you want to tell, you can tell it within the story of the Nutcracker.
Doesn't matter whether you watch this ballet in America or in Russia, if it is a school performance or it is performed by famous dancers. The Nutcracker is loved both by children and adults, because this ballet gives us the feeling of fairy tale and makes us believe that good overcomes evil.